What's good, my homies? There's something that I would like to discuss, and that's going to be about these 4 characters specifically. What made me want to do this video is the fact that I didn't really give a proper introduction for those characters before on this channel. Now, I've mentioned them in like separate videos, but I think it will feel necessary to do this once more. Now, the main reason why I've made these characters, or wanting to do storylines in the first place, was to get a glimpse of like further entertainment and bring versatility within to this channel instead of just gaming as my main go-to, and a glimpse of being in an immersive fictional world out of enjoyment, which is something that I tend to resonate with and brings it's close to my heart. I've started playing Splatoon ever since the series as a whole came out in 2015, literally day one, and now it's been over 10 years. Seeing how far I came, or how far we came as a community, has inspired me to bring stuff like this to life, and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm gonna be providing the best possible detail as I could throughout each character so that it'll all make sense to push storylines and comic dubs further in the future. So without further ado, let's get into it, shall we? I'll try to make this short. One of my first ever Splatoon OCs that I created is Zaya.
How's it going?
And this was during the Splatoon 2 days, back in 2021, if you will. She's a female Inkling. Her birthday's on May 16th because that's the day when she was brought to life. These are her features, these are her personality and skills, these are her relationships, these are her main clothes, these are her favorite weapons, here are her likes and dislikes, and now here's the bio that I'm about to read. Zaya is about making her family and friends proud, basically having an empathetic soul to those she loves dearly in her circle. She used to watch Splat tournaments as a youngin', and she was nervous to see the Off the Hook duo back in Ingopolis. As soon as she arrived at Splatsville, that was when she made new friends like Ronnie as such, and wasn't even that shy anymore. Zaya is that type of girl you get to know better so easily. She won't bite. So yeah. Now when I think of Zaya, I think of someone who is like very understanding, someone who's very down to earth and won't hurt anyone, someone who is a true friend, and that's the type of person that I see in Zaya, and I think that's pretty dear to me. I think that's something that we all need a friend for, because without a friend like that, then how you gonna cope, you know? All I could say is like hold those close that you find dear, especially when it's family. Even when it's not family, at least let it be friends, you know? So yeah, that's the type of person that I see in Zaya, and I can consider her as a friend spiritually. Up next is my second ever OC, Kira.
How do I look?
She's a female Octoling, or female Octoling baddie, if you will. Age of 21. September 21st was the day when she was created. In 2022, of course, during the Splatoon 3 days. These are her features. These are her personality and skills, relationships, main clothes, favorite weapons, likes and dislikes. Now, according to those likes, I kind of want it to be like a correlation to like something that I like. So I guess you could say that me and Kira are kind of alike. Now, Kira is the type of girl to act cool and playful, or whatever's in this girl's mind. She comes from a dangerous neighborhood in an unknown urban city where only Octolings reside. Sometimes Kira's parents worry about the stuff that she does untold, or sneaking out of her home to hang out with her friends, including Jalen. They would peer pressure her into doing naughty things and was okay with it for now. Other than that, Kira will also listen to Off the Hook and wants to be like Marina the DJ someday. She would even catch herself in the secret mission, which is Octo expansion, which became one of the most boldest decisions in her life and increased her fighting skills better than before. Kira and her friend are able to make it out of their hometown together, as long as she makes her family proud in order to mature eventually. Now, when I think of Kira, I think of someone who is fun to hang out with, someone who could maybe like get a good laugh from, some enjoyment from your life, someone that will be able to cheer you up, and that's the type of girl that I see in Kira. Nothing wrong with a little bit of fun, you know? Especially when it's like a dual moment. You wouldn't want that, would you? You wouldn't want that. But yeah, I mess with her energy a lot, and I think that's something that could also resonate too. So shout out to your girl. And how can you hate on someone who's this good looking, just willing to tease the heck out of anybody, just someone who is this playful, you know you know what I mean? Up next is my third ever OC, Ronnie.
The one and only.
Male Octoling, who is considered a gentleman. Age of 25. And the day, January 16th, was the day that I've created him. And like I think 2023. Here are his personality and skills, his main clothes, relationships, favorite weapons, likes and dislikes. Man, this guy's life is complicated. Anyways, Ronnie is that guy who happened to have grown accustomed to like females, both inklings and oddlings. Surely he doesn't mind becoming friends, but he can be a little egotistical if you disrupt his reputation. Ronnie was a ladies' man back then. His past relationships can become also rough, and that was before he met Zaya. Ronnie's ego has lessened a little more since Zaya was the one to heal him mentally, thanks to her kindness. Surely he doesn't mind that ladies will follow him eventually. But let's face it, he's taken now. Now when I look at Ronnie, I kind of see the correlation of like, the correlation of what it was like with Kira. Basically the slight opposite, where ladies would want him, make him look attractive and all that type of thing. But wouldn't hurt to have someone who's romantic and loving, of course, and is good looking. So, and charming, yeah. That's what I see in Ronnie. I kind of want to add more, I guess you could say, romance into this storyline, if you will. I hope that makes sense, but yeah. And I want this to be known that sometimes it's okay to like lose yourself, especially when you look this good or have a huge reputation, respecting your name and all that. I want this to be known that it's okay to be like that, but at the same time, you will want someone to comfort you, and that's what Zaya is for, and that's why I've kind of like shipped them together. Definitely look out for them and change their life. That's pretty much what I see in Ronnie, is to fully be himself and know that he's still loved to this day and not troubled. Last but not least, this is my last and fourth OC, Jalen. This the inkling boy who happens to be stern and just like keeps his feelings bottled, if you will. Age of 24. July 13th was the day when he was created. I think it was like 2023 or something. Here are his personality and skills, relationships, main clothes, favorite weapons, likes and dislikes, all that stuff. Now, at a young age, Jalen doesn't talk much, but can easily observe how people act without saying anything. He used to be in a gang of inklings that do illegal stuff, which would cause him to lose friends and have constant arguments with his parents, and haven't connected with them since. The only people he's ever close with is his uncle and childhood friend, Kira. But getting to make new friends will take some time. Him and Kira go way back despite being different species, even though there were difficulties between them and made it out somehow. Even though Jalen may act stubborn at times, just don't go wasting his time. That's his only role, I suppose. Yeah. Basically, his life is more complicated than Ronnie is. Now when I look at Jalen, I look at somebody who's this one friend in a group who just happens to be insecure and keeps his emotions bottled up and doesn't say much, but also observe someone on how they exactly feel. Observe on how they do, how they say, how they act, all that stuff. And sometimes there's nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, like you need to express yourself. I expect like a character growth coming towards him, hoping that he finds himself and know that he's not left alone, which means he's still loved. Yes. Each of these characters were all made with completely different and distinctive personalities, and that's what I think will make these storylines interesting once I make them in the future. So I appreciate you for listening, and I'm definitely looking forward to how this will go. So stay tuned for more, you know what I'm saying? I will see y'all when I see y'all. Peace.